Well, good morning everybody. It is just before 7:45 on Sunday the 18th of January. I have done quite a few more videos which, to be honest, I'm not very happy with. They are quite stumbly, so I'm redoing it all again. Right, so first of all, I am the Flying Skeleton. I'm Flying Skeleton now. A lot of you may be thinking, well, that's a bit of a fucking unusual name. It is. Basically, when I used to motocross, that's basically, there was one time, yeah, so when I was doing motocross, there was one time when I went over this jump and basically I came off my bike, and as I was flailing in the air, and my bike was disappearing quite vastly below me, my brother saw it, and that's where the name coming from. He's always called me Flying Skeleton now. So that's where the name came from. I've had quite a lot of experience on dirt, like motocross and quad bikes, and that's why I've gone for this bike. The bike is a Sinus Apache 125. Yes, a lot of people are gonna have a do because it's a Chinese bike, but correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people used to give Japanese bikes the same jip. Now look at them. Japanese bikes, there's a fucking lot of them, and they're pretty much all you see. So, I mean, let me put it this way. If you've had a Chinese bike and you've had a bad problem, fine, fair enough. If you've had a bad time with it, fair enough. If it hasn't been a Sinus Apache, then how can you comment on it? How can you comment on a bike you have never owned? It's pretty much that's it for me. I don't see how you can. So, if you do just start slagging off a bike, I'm not even going to pay attention. So, that's it basically, that's it for me. On that bit, it's not actually that slippery on the roads. It's pretty cold. I mean, we've had ice and a bit of snow on the roads. What else? Yeah, I'm recording on Drift Coast S with external mic. On the other side of my helmet, I've got a Senna SMH10. Is it? Yeah. a Senna SMH 10-10 or something like that. So that's what I'm recording on. I have kit wise, I have City Crossfire 2 boots. The reason I got them, because they are pretty bulky and pretty heavy, but they are more like motocross boots. Now that's what I'm used to wearing, and I also think that they give you the best protection that you can get. So that's my boots. The jacket, trousers and gloves are KTM fuck, what are they called? Adventure, pure adventure jacket, trousers and gloves. That's what I've got. Anything I've missed? Oh, my helmet is an AGV AX8 dual helmet, which I like. I really do like it. So I think that's pretty much on my kit. Oh, except my bag. Now the bag I use for like to go to work, to go to college, everything, is a Krieger R25. Best bag I've ever owned, and well worth the money. And I absolutely love it. It's the best bike I've ever owned, this one. The bag is also brilliant. The kit, I mean, I'm mine out middle of January. And I'm warm, to be honest. I've been out in rain in this and it's got sopping wet through. I've been dry underneath. It's just brilliant. I mean, I have paid quite a lot of money for it, to be fair. I mean, all the kit was nearly as expensive as the bloody bike, but it's worth it, because at the end of the day, the kit is what's going to save me if I do come off, not the bike, not my skill. I mean, yeah, my skill will have something to do with it, like not getting close to this guy in front of me. But a lot of it really is just the kit. So that's why I've spent, well, I'll tell you, I've spent about 1,300 quid on the kit alone. The bike was just over, I think that was about 1,700 quid. Because the bike isn't completely standard. I have got the depth 3 exhaust on it. I've got the full system on it, which I do like. I just think it sounds better, it looks better, and for the sake of a couple hundred quid when I was buying it and then fitting it, not all that bothered. What else do I need to tell you? I'm 21 years old. Like I said, I'm at college and I work. I work most weekends at airfield. I'm on fire duty crew and also I'm an aircraft engineer. What else? My college is for the licence so I can work on turbine engined aircraft. That's that's going to give me the license to work on it. Which would be great. I should graduate that in May. And then on-job training, so I'll be sent down south or up Scotland. Well, actually, that's the thing. I mean, I haven't told you where I live. I'm based in Perth, Scotland. So I will catch up with you in a minute. I just need to go to Tesco's. So I will speak to you in a minute. Yeah, so basically I'm at a bit of a loss on what to talk about at the minute. I'm just trying to think. I mean, well, let's say a bit more about me. 'Cause one day you may as well know a bit more about me. As you probably know, I'm an aircraft engineer. Yeah, I'm an aircraft engineer, well, aircraft technician. The difference being, an aircraft engineer is someone who can sign off a certificate of release to service, which basically means they can sign off to say that what they've done and the components they've fitted, basically it makes that so an aircraft technician can only sign off that the work he has done is right to the aircraft maintenance manual. So you can sign off to say he's done the work properly, but he can't sign off that it's airworthy. That has to be countersigned by a licensed engineer. And also the licensed engineer can then look at the work done, look at the part, where the part came from, and all the rest of it, and say that basically that aircraft is airworthy, that it can fly, that it's safe to fly, and that's basically all down to it. That's all it's down to. Learning to be an aircraft engineer is a lot, but basically, when you boil it all down, like the only real difference between you and a technician is you have liability. So yeah, that's the only real difference between a technician and an engineer, is the liability side of it, which, to be honest, it's just a paperwork exercise when it comes down to it. So yeah, I mean, I've been working on piston-engined aircraft for a little over 3 years now, and to be fair, even though it is reasonably okay trade, and I mean, I love it. I love piston-engined aircraft. They're great. They're so simple and easy to work on that you don't really have a problem. The only thing about it is, it's, in this day and age, it's not really a career maker. I mean, it can be, but there isn't a lot you can really do to make a career out of it. And I mean, that's the only downside to it. So what I'm actually doing at the minute is I'm doing my licence for gas turbine engines. It's really interesting actually. The only thing I don't like about it is, like, when you get to the airlines and stuff like that, is you don't, I mean, I mean no disrespect to anyone who does it, but in my eyes, you're not really an engineer, because there's no, like, you don't really have to think about it. I mean, I know engineering, aircraft engineering, you're not really thinking about it, to be honest. Even like on piston engine, you're reading maintenance manuals and stuff like that. But the good thing about it is, like, we've been an aircraft engineer, is the whole, even though, like, you are reading from a book, I mean, you've got to go by the maintenance manual, you've got to go by the IPC, the Illustrated Parts Catalogue. You've got to go by that kind of stuff, yeah. But, like, there's plenty of time where, where you look at, like, I don't know, I've worked on aircraft before, where, yeah, it may not be the best thing to do, but you've got to have that aircraft out by a certain date, because it might be a training aircraft and they've got it booked in or something like that. So you kind of use your initiative a bit. Like, you'll get, you look at the parts, like I've had it before with a magneto that's gone AWOL, and so you've got this, like, parts catalogue which you do have to work by, but on some things there's no reason why you can't, like, say you've got a hole in a panel, right? On a piston engined aircraft, there's no reason why you couldn't theoretically there's no reason why you can't theoretically patch it or something like that. Which, if you can't, fair enough. And I've done it quite a few times where I've patched it. But there's quite a few times, like in like fucking turbines, where you've got these bigger things and you'll have maybe the same sized bloody you've got the same size bloody hole or something like that, but instead you're replacing the whole bloody thing. You're not replacing the you're not repairing it, you're just replacing it. And it's, everything comes in modules on a jet turbine engine. And I mean everything. You've got, even on the aircraft, you've got modules, and it's just a fucking waste. When you think about it and you look at it and you're going, well, that whole module is going because of a bloody, the whole module is going because you've got a small little bit wrong with it. But that's just how it is, and I mean that's why I want to go either turboprop or business jet, because you still do that bit of engineering. I just don't like it. Anyway, that's me so I shall see you probably in the next video. And again, please, if you like it, like it. If you've got anything to say that isn't just being an arse, comment. If you want to see more stuff, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but if you do want to see more stuff by it, then subscribe, please, as it would be a great help. And if you do subscribe, or even if you're not planning on subscribing yet, but you want to see more of what I do to see if you like me, or like what I do, then just put some tips in that you think will be beneficial. So like anything that you want to see, any ideas that I could do. I mean, I would love to do some daylight vlogs, but at the moment, with work and everything, because I'm pretty much working 26 days on, 2 days off, it's not ideal, but I've got to do it. Basically, all I've got is the time I've got. So it's pretty much all night time at the minute. And this is going out again, staying out again, because it's a bit too icy. So, right. I'm gonna probably, because I haven't really done a lot of motovlogging, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk a little bit about stickers. Now, if you've seen my Facebook and what have you, you'll know that I've got a batch of stickers, about 45 of them, about 45 stickers from Digital Sign FX. Really good company, had a load of fun with them, load of good conversation with them, and basically, because there's only a few and I haven't worked out all the bits and bobs, what I'm going to do is they will be free. Now they'll only be free, completely free, if you live in the UK and I think most parts of the EU, but I'm not 100% sure on that at the minute because I need to check postage and packaging. But at the end of the day, that's all you're going to be paying for, is the postage and packaging. Obviously, they're not going to be cheap to post if you're in America or somewhere like that. But they may just be. So, yeah. So I'll try and do them as cheap as I can. I'll do them for what I can. I'll try and do them as cheap as I can. But, as long as you live in the UK. And yes, I know I'm mainly thinking about UK, but that's where I think most of my watchers are going to be, is in the UK. If they're not, then I'll do what I can. Try and make it as cheap as possible. Just give us an email at theflying.skeleton93@gmail.com. Just give me an email saying if you want one, preferably with your postal address, and I'll send you it, and I'll try and do what I can. Obviously I haven't got the best skills on all this stuff. I mean, I can talk, I can video what I do, but stuff like all the video effects and doing intros and outros and other graphic parts I'm not really great at, so do bear with me. I mean, it's not a requirement to do it as a motovlogger, obviously, but it would be nice to have something on the video that just shows me off from everyone else. Yeah, we'll see. Well, that's me for tonight. I shall see you in the next one.